great. This is so good. So good. Okay, I think we're live now. I am so sorry. Hi everybody, it's Perry. I'm the host of This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm here and I have a special announcement for anybody who doesn't know it just yet. But before we get there, I want to say a couple of things. First off, thank you all so much for the warm reception, that you have given this week's episode. It seems like people have really been enjoying it. I'm not entirely sure why this week has been such a big thing, but I do appreciate everybody who has been on board with it, and I really do appreciate it. Let's see what else. Oh, apologies for this past week's live stream. I know that it was supposed to be on Thursday, then got rescheduled to Friday, and then Friday was just it was just a mess. There was too much going on. Other people had streams, and it was a Friday night. I mean, I should have expected that. So I apologize for that. But that leads into the big news. So I wanted to make some kind of formal announcement about this. So this week, I'm not 100% free every night, but I have free time to do something different and do something kind of fun. And I figured, why not put more content out? And I figured, in that sense, why not do a live stream every night? So this coming week, every night, you're going to be getting a different live stream. It may not be on YouTube. There is the chance that it could be on... Sorry, I had a little bit of shade on my face. There's a chance for it to be on Instagram. Could be on Facebook. You are just going to have to, every day, pay attention to the Twitter and Instagram and Facebook feeds so that you can actually find out where the live stream is going to be every day. So, tomorrow I'll post about it. You'll have to check in for that. Tuesday, the very same. And maybe I might do the night before announce where it's going to be. But I want to make sure that, everybody is aware of it. And it could be, Dad, it could very well be from your house. Who's to say? Swanee. So the point of it, though, is that I wanted to do something different. So you're still getting your regular episode this coming week. Patreon is probably getting at least one bonus episode this coming week. Thursday night will still be what I consider the official live stream, but will be, it will be the live stream for Thursday night. We'll do something special for that. So more to come on that a little bit later. But anyway, yeah. So every night this week, there will be a live stream. Whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you will know that day when it happens. I'm really excited to be doing this. It's something that I have thought about just kind of in passing, like, I should, do something fun, do something different. I think I'm at a point where I can do this fun, different thing. So it's a good time for it. So yeah, I can't wait. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Lucy is not home. You're correct. Swan, it very well might be our post hangout bonus episode. We're going to see about that. Donnie said, I am looking for a cabinet like that. Where did I get it? This is actually something that was found, I think, at a flea market that Lucy's grandparents actually refurbed. And here it is. Yeah. This is my bourbon parathon. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Can we see Swan get turned? There's a good chance. There is a good chance of that. By the way, drinking on a New Riff single barrel that I just rediscovered in my cabinet the other day. Not a pick, just a single barrel. Just straight off the shelf. Really flipping good. Really, really flipping good. I think this might be one of my favorite New Riff bottles that I've ever had. So I might try to find another one of these here soon. 113 proof. Not a bad proof at all. Yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday night, by the way. I know that I kind of threw this out to everybody. But hi, Matt, by the way. Break out the pre-fire. I mean, I could. It's like right there. Adam asks, where's that box? What are we talking? Oh, the box. Oh, the one that's that's back with Dustin in Indiana. Clifton, we could totally send you a New Riff product. So, oh, Brazel's in here. Joseph, I didn't see you. Am I going to kill that New Riff? Not tonight. Not tonight. I have a plan for it. That's all I'm gonna say. Out of the box. I won't keep you guys too terribly long. I just wanted to make sure that the announcement was out there and that people knew what it was that I was planning on doing this next week. But, I mean, we'll hang out for a little bit. I don't see why not. I mean, I'm here. You're here. We've got bourbon, and we may as well talk for a little bit. So, what's new with you? Do you come around here often? I mean, is it, Sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm excited for this week, though. I am legitimately excited for Adam, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway. Well, Big Feats is asking what was the announcement. I apologize. I did not know that you were in here late. I am doing I'm doing a live stream every night this week. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, depends. I'm kind of doubling down tomorrow night as well. I'm actually going to be on the Whiskey Crusaders live stream too, talking about wild turkey. Matt's in here. He was asking about that. Let's see. Brandon asked, can I do a live stream all about bourbons found in Kentucky? Yes, I absolutely can. I would love to do that. Joseph packed something for Dad for his trip. So nice. So nice. Hi, Pete. Hope you're doing well, buddy. So, yeah, I can't wait for this. It's going to be so much fun. It's so different. And I'm kind of feeling like I might have like a blowout by the end of the week. I'm just going to be like, all right, so this is a bourbon that we're drink and just thanks for watching. I'm Barry, this bourbon, oh, whatever. But like I'm still excited for, the prospect of everything. So, yeah. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a really good time. Cigars, Perry. How about the cigars? I think I have a special guest one night this week. At least one night this week. If I can convince them to go out and smoke cigars with me, we could possibly do that. But later on. Adam said, let's record an episode when you're here for Southern Whiskey Society. Maybe a second one with the... Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. Let's work on that. Ian said, I had a meetup with the folks from Tomfoolery and learned that the stills and cypress fermenters were purchased by them in Ohio when the Pennsylvania distillery closed down. Huh. No idea about that. Very cool. As long as I don't pull a Ron Burgundy. I don't think I'm going to pull a Ron Burgundy. That is a legendary blowout. So, when are we going to have the bourbon and cigar podcast in a remote location? We'll talk about it. We'll make something happen. Yeah, I'm going to finish this so I can have something else. Also, I have a citrus bump on my tongue. And so every time I talk, I have to be really conscious of it. I have to move my tongue to the side of my mouth so I don't bite it. And it sucks, man. It sucks a lot. So since I got you guys here tonight, I figured I'd do something a little different. Do something a little special. Let me move this mic down so it's not entirely in front of my face. I am going to do, and I tried this last night, I am going to do an impromptu review of none other than the most recent release of Booker's. So the Shiny Barrel batch. Hello, Richie Z. How are you, my friend? So yeah, I opened this yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna actually give myself time to, think about it and do a thorough deep dive into it. But anyway, I did open it yesterday. I have tried this, full disclosure, but I wanted to give it an honest review. And I figured that the best way to do an honest review is right in front of you people. So, here we go. Okay, so this is 124 proof, 6 years, 5 months, 1 day. Again, Shiny Barrel batch. And as I was looking at the card that came with the bottle, I was thinking, do I want to look too much at this? And I was like, well, it's all right. Rarebird 101 is here. Hello, David. How are you, man? Good to see you in here. Lady Swan says hello. Hello, Diane. Anyway, so I find that Booker's batches seem to come from like 5 to 6 barrels in general. This, however, came from 3. So 18% came from the 6th floor of 9-story warehouse D. 39% came from the 4th floor of 9-story warehouse E, and 43% came from the 4th floor of 9-story warehouse J. So all of these are basically in the same portion of the warehouse that, they were all drawn from. It's a weird way of saying that. But anyway. I am really excited for this one. This has kind of been considered to be the next center cut because it's being taken from the same areas of the warehouses that center cut was. Does it stack up though? That's where we're going to go. It's interesting, at 124 proof, the nose is a lot lighter than what I would have anticipated. There's a cherry note, some peanut brittle as well. Of course, the caramel is present. I think the oak kind of takes a back seat to some of the sweeter notes that are available on the nose. But it is not a bad nose. I think that it is just a little bit underwhelming. That being said, though, see, there's like a really creamy. It's like, okay, that's what it is. It's a peanut butter ice cream note on the nose that I'm finding. And I really, really like that. I love peanut butter ice cream. I mean, that's, just me. High hopes after Teresa for Shiny Barrel. Yeah, Donnie, man. I get that. Totally get that. I like the nose. I wouldn't say that I love the nose, but I would say that I like the nose. So, let's find out about the palate, though. Sorry. Woo. It's hot. Woo. Yeah, it's really hot on the middle of the palate. Lots of spice, a lot of burn. If you really give it a good chew, you're going to get a lot more of that too. There is a really phenomenal dark chocolate note that I'm picking up that is also paired with it's kind of like a, what is that, graham cracker? Yeah, so it kind of leans towards a s'mores flavor, just kind of in terms of like the overall experience. I think that it has the layers to it, and the that s'more that you've, well, the marshmallow that you've cooked over the flame, of course. It has a really good char to it. There isn't too much in terms of like a fruity or a light note. It's a very dark flavored bourbon, I would say. I want to take another sip though before I go too far into it. The ethanol is really prevalent. Yeah, prevalent. On the second sip. Not like I'm going, oh, there's a lot of alcohol. It's just I can taste the alcoholiness of it on the palate. And that's kind of on the first part of the palate. And then it develops into everything I was saying before. There's caramel, there's a s'mores note, a little bit of a kind of floral flavor. Kind of reminds me of the way that hydrangeas smell, but it's not necessarily right on the nose. And there is definitely a barrel note to it as well. But it doesn't present itself in the way that some of the other flavors do. This is a very complex bourbon. I mean, very truly a complex bourbon. And I kind of am wondering whether or not I am ready to fully review this. And maybe this week I come back to it because there's so much going on with it. I'm going to hold off on my review. I think that, you know what, Thursday night will be my third pour of it. And then I will actually do a full review of this. So we'll come back to it. Right now, I would say it's a recommend and that I like it. But I want to take a deeper dive and I want to actually dissect it. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting at right now. Good, want to have more time with it. So, yeah. I know that this was a little bit quicker than normal, but unless you guys have something else you want to talk about or do, I might hop off here. Because it is a Sunday night, and I do have to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work tomorrow, but I do have to go to work tomorrow. Ugh. So I'm going to give you all a little bit of time. If you have questions or comments, drop them, please. And I would be happy to answer them. Brian said, sounds like it may need some water to break it down. Sometimes that's what Booker's needs, rather. Yeah, we'll definitely approach it that way later in the week. Do we have any center cut to compare? I don't. I'm trying to think if I know anybody who does. I'd love to have a sample of it just to compare it. Yeah, that'd be great. We could talk about bourbon and cigars. We could. I am still learning about bourbon and cigars. My understanding right now is that the lighter the cigar, the lighter the pour of bourbon can go with it, but also a stronger pour of bourbon, higher proof, can kind of counterbalance it in a nice way, which I like. But I have a lot to learn. And I mean, I think that the inverse can kind of be assumed from what I just said. But Ian said your palate changes on the day, so good idea to do 3 pours before the review. Thank you. Swan said, Perry, I love you, man. Can I join you for a stream one day this week? Yes, Swan, you can join me for a stream this week. Sure, why not? Other than Booker's, what have I picked up lately? It's interesting, not a whole lot, but I did get a few Elijah Craig picks from Liquor Barn. They had all the way from 8 up until 12-year-olds, single barrels. And so I got the 11 and 12s, and they were really, really freaking good. Really good. I don't buy a whole lot in store anymore. I tend to kind of buy on the secondary market. But when I do, I make sure it's value. So, be that what it is. Matt's got to go. Bye, Matt. I'll see you tomorrow. Donnie said, be thinking about requests for trades, things to share, and samples to exchange for Southern Whiskey Society. So that's in August. If you guys haven't gotten tickets yet, I think that they are probably getting close to being sold out. But that being said, get on it. Richie asked, what is the last great Booker's bottle? Can be from any year. My favorite Booker's from the past few years has to be Off Your Rocker. Has to be Off Your Rocker. That bottle is phenomenal. That was from 2015, I think. 2015 or 2016. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yes, thank you, Whiskey Ace, for thumbing up the show. Really do appreciate it. I don't know why I'm in this mode. Brian said, Perry, when my wife leaves, can we really do a ridiculous hangout? Yes, that is a good possibility. Brandon said, just picked up a bottle of Mixtures 10-year. Very nice. That is awesome. Yeah. Why do I not buy in store? So unless there is a really good pick or just kind of one of my everyday drinkers, 101, Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, that kind of thing. I've just gotten to the point where I would rather buy things that are not available on the shelf, just to kind of expand my library or my collection. And it's not like I'm going, oh, the store sucks. I don't want to buy stuff off the shelf. It's just that, I know what I like. I know what I can afford. And if I have the opportunity to buy something at a good price on secondary, I'm going to do it. And I have plenty of bottles. I mean, look, you freaking kidding me? Like, I have plenty of bottles that I can drink from. So if I don't buy in store, I've got options. There are things that I can try. So that's just kind of where I stand on it. Ian said, my buddy is in Mississippi and is going to Lincoln Road. That's fantastic. So now I'm going to be bringing multiple Russells next month. Fantastic. Yes. Swan, thank you. I do appreciate that. Pete said he's drinking Off Your Rocker now. Seriously, one of the best, if not the best, bookers from the past few years. So, yeah. Can I find last year's George C. Stagg for a good price? That's iffy. Iffy at best, I would say. But I can work on it. It's Wabbit season. Yeah, it is. Richie said, do you like any Bell Mead expressions? Yes. The Bell Mead Cast Strength Reserve is so good. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I just finished my last bottle of it. So I need a new, I need one. Yeah, please. Clifton said, I buy in store, but only if there's something that I really want to try. Have an extension that refreshes their inventory every 1 minute. So it's tempting when they get good stuff in. Woo. Yeah. You would go as high as 400 for George T. Stagg. All right. Okay. We'll talk about it, Joseph. We'll talk about it. ADHD fishing. Hey, Billy. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? I hope that you're having a good night. Ooh, Ian's trying to get us to do some blinds on July 5th. Okay. I'm down. I'm here for it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right. Well, I think that I'm going to hop off here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this little special announcement. Again, if you came in late, every night this week, I am going to be going live. Maybe every day. It just kind of depends on what's going on. The day of, maybe the day before, I'm not entirely sure just yet. You will find out on social media where that live stream is going to be. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a fun week of different content and something really fun. But I appreciate you guys being in here. Let's see social media, just so you can follow up in case you have not done so already. At My Bourbon Pod, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Send an email to the show, thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. We love hearing from people. It's fantastic. Join the Facebook group. You can head to Facebook and just search for This Is My Bourbon Group. Going really strong. So much fun having everybody in there. Of course, if you are a listener of the show, or you have friends who listen to the show, or would like the show even, please do invite them. Love having them in. Let's see what else. Bourbonshop.threadless.com is where you can find all of the apparel and merch for the show. We're going to have a sale coming up here soon, so stay tuned for that. Oh, I know I'm forgetting something. 5-star rate and review, that's what it was. Leave us a 5-star rate and review on iTunes. It really does help us out with other people finding the show and spreading the word around. The more that we can get people listening and sharing the show around, it really does help us out. And then finally, patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. For as little as $1 a month, you become a patron of the show. It helps us out so much. I'm going to be restructuring the tiers here soon so that they are more dependent on how much you donate every month. But that being said, stay tuned for that. You're going to see those changes kind of take effect here in the next few weeks. Really do appreciate it, though, if you are donating to the show. It means so much. There's absolutely no pressure, but it does help us out so much. I think that does it for this random Sunday night surprise special announcement live stream. I appreciate you guys so much for being in here. I will see you every night this week. But until then, I'm Perry, and this is my Bourbon Podcast live stream. Bye, y'all. I gotta end the thing. Yes.